Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 20th of April 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm in Austria and I've got a temporary setup here at the moment. So this table looks a little bit like a cloud to me. I really like this. By the way, I just want to say, you guys, if you don't have a daily practice in your life, it's something that really can ground you. Like for instance, I get to do these daily tarot readings on YouTube. And for me at the moment, it's just the most grounding thing because it's a constant in my life. Everything else has changed. I've got rid of my flat. I sold my car on Saturday. So I just feel like I'm floating around at the moment, just like a bit like this table. But the good thing is that I've got these daily readings to do, and it's just something that brings you right back to a place that feels familiar and good. So if you have something like this in your life, or if you don't yet, try and find something like a meditation practice, or doing the tarot cards, or reading runes, or going to the gym, or playing music, or whatever it is. It's really something that can bring you a great sense of comfort, especially when everything else is up in the air. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say about Tuesday the 20th and what energy you'll be working with. So let's have a look. First, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Ace of Rods. And the Moon in reverse. Okay, so we've got three cards which are very different. The Page of Pentacles is a court card, so that represents either a character trait or characteristics which arise from within. And the Page of Pentacles is about the real world, finance, your environment, your practical circumstances, or it can be a person that appears in your life. That's in the element of earth. Then we've got the Ace of Rods. That is fire, and the Ace card is a gift from the universe. So you're being blessed with fire coming into your life, and that really clarifies things in terms of life purpose, passion, what it is you're excited about, what you want to do, and what really has the potential to help you grow and expand and to make your life richer and more meaningful. And then we have a major arcana card, the Moon. And that's a universal theme. So the Ace cards are in the minor arcana, that's temporary. The court cards are temporary as well. And the major arcana cards are fundamental life themes. These are things that are always there, and sometimes you tap into them or not. That's in reverse. So we've got these two cards influencing the Moon card. And I'm sorry to turn it around just all the time. I hope you're not getting dizzy. But the Moon card, when it's this way around, often represents fear. It represents things seeming a certain way and seeming quite frightening and causing you some grief. When the card is in reverse, it's about not being afraid and seeing things clearly and feeling empowered and like you can move ahead and nothing is standing in your way. So these two cards really influence that. So let's see what they have to say. So the Page of Pentacles, he's the most inexperienced of the court cards. He's saying, I'm willing to learn. I'm going to go to court here, dressed in my nicest clothes, dressed in red. So he's passionate about learning. He's teachable. And he's going to the court of, let's say, business school, because Pentacles rule everything from your career to your physical health, the way you manage your routine, the way you design your circumstances and your environment. And he really wants to learn how he can influence, or how he can use his energy and power to influence the world around him. So let's say he works, or he comes from a family of butchers, and he says, do you know what? I don't want to be a butcher. I want to move. I want to go somewhere else, and I want to do something that is aligned with my purpose. And in order to do that, I need to really challenge myself much more than anyone else in my environment, and I need to do things differently. So that requires a lot of emotional energy. So we've got all this red here. So there is passion, and there's the willingness to use your energy to learn something new, to absorb negativity that comes along with that, discomfort, uncertainty. We've got this red lake here. So it's about the root chakra. It's about the things that bring you security in life and really changing your circumstances at the most fundamental core level. So where I work, how I make my money, what I want to be surrounded by. Do I want to live in the desert, or do I want to live in the forest or by the lake? Do I want to work as a butcher, or do I want to be a fashion designer? So he's willing to make himself very, very uncomfortable in order to change things up in the long term. And it's interesting that the Page of Pentacles is so wise because he's young and inexperienced, but he's not looking at a quick fix. He's looking at long-term results. So he's saying, I'm willing to take on circumstances which are less than ideal. I'm willing to work hard now for the sake of being comfortable in future, because the things I change and the things I pursue at the moment are going to serve me. And Pentacles is about structure in the earth. It's not something that's a flash in the pan, here today, gone tomorrow. It's something that if you work towards it, you really are able to create a lot of security for yourself. So this card is saying that you have the strength to make yourself uncomfortable, in the sense that you're able to think outside the box and you're able to say, do you know what, if I want to do this, if it's important to me, then the world is going to help me achieve that. I just need to set certain goals and I need to power on through. And it doesn't matter if I hear no's or yeses. I'm going to get where I want to go regardless of anyone else. This is my life. I'm in control. I'm in charge. And that is really useful energy that is so hopeful and that's so empowered that nothing is going to stop you. If you decide I want something new, I want to change the way my life looks, the Page of Pentacles says, hey, I'm on board with that. Let's go do it. Let's train in this new career, or let's go to the gym every day to transform our body, or let's go and move to the forest and see what that's like. He's very much on board. He's got a can-do attitude and he's interested in change and making changes in life. The Ace of Rods then is a gift from the universe that says, here's your passion, watch it grow. So if you take this energy and you say, I am willing to make an effort, no matter how much personal power that takes or how much I need to invest in that, I'm going to do it because I believe in it. That's going to open things up in itself. So it's almost like the universe meets you halfway and it says, well done, Page of Pentacles. You made an effort. You devoted yourself to something you cared about. You ignored all the problems and did it anyway. So here we go. We're going to give you a certainty now in terms of your passions, in terms of the way you feel, that is going to confirm that you're on the right track. And also on this day, we're going to give you evidence that this thing that you're doing has the potential for growth. And the universe is going to give you evidence that you're on the right path, that you're on the right track. So look for signs that say, hey, this passion, the thing that you're working on, this is giving you good feedback already. This is working out already. What I've noticed in my life is if I start something new, and if from the get-go it has really negative energy associated with it, or really positive energy associated with it, it tends to stay that way for the duration of that circumstance. So really pay attention to the evidence that presents itself and the feedback you get from the universe. As soon as you focus on something new, start doing it. And whether you make inroads. So what I said with this card is that, you're not being put off by negative things. That's great, but that's not the same as this, because you're not being put off, great, but then you start working towards your new living situation or your new banking structure or your new daily routine. As soon as you implement that, you ought to get some feedback that says, hey, actually there is something to this. I can feel some growth, or I can see some opportunities. Or it immediately feels like, wow, every door is being slammed in my face. And if every door is being slammed in your face, opportunity-wise, then please believe that. And then look at what else you can do that is a passion and that's aligned with who you are. Make an effort in a different area and really pay attention to that feedback. It's really, really important on this day. Finally, we've got the moon. Like I said before, when it's this way around, it can feel somewhat daunting. You can't see properly. You're walking in the moonlight, and little crabs turn into lobsters, doggies turn into scary coyotes, mile markers turn into scary, intimidating towers, and this big moon is almost like being sucked into it. You can't see anything else. When it's in reverse, you've got this full moon, so this huge energy of your intuition being released and expanded inside of you, and that is the intuition that responds. So you could say, it's a case of the chicken or the egg. Are you really sensitive because you're getting messages from the universe that say, hey, this opportunity actually has legs, it's going to go somewhere, and that opens up your intuition? Or is it because you're so intuitive today that you're able to pay attention to the signs of the universe? And that then empowers you and allows you to decide whether you're going to walk the walk or whether you're going to jump back in the pool and find a different path later on. So ultimately, the moon says, don't be afraid. Listen to your gut, your intuition. That's the light that shines brightest today. You don't need to look at the sun out there in the world. This moon is an internal sun which really guides you on the right path. And all you need to do is ask yourself, what am I passionate about? Does it seem unlikely? Okay, well, if it seems unlikely, that's great. If it seems unlikely, I'm definitely going to pursue it because I want it. So really do think outside of the box and think, what in an ideal world would I like to do, but I can't do it because the world says no. You know, like Little Britain, computers say no, you cannot do this. Pursue those things. There will be an instant outcome in the sense of this is going somewhere or it isn't. Listen to that. You can trust that information because your intuition is able to process it and make sense of it. Trust that intuition and then pursue a path which opens up and has the potential for growth. And also trust your intuition and say, I'm going to redirect my path and I'm going to go in a different way if it feels like this is being shut down at every level. And don't waste your time. You can really trust your guidance in that regard and really make a lot of progress as a result on this day. So number-wise, we've got the moon, that's 18, isn't it? 15 and 3 is 18, yep. 16, 17, 18. 18 and 1 is 19. And the court card is also 1, that's 20. 20 reduces to 2 in numerology, and 2 is a relationship. So you have an amazing relationship with yourself that brings up this passion and this fire, making things very clearly. And you've also got a great relationship with the world because it gives you instant evidence. It says this is going to work and this isn't going to work. So really believe that evidence and act on it, and you won't go wrong. So I hope you have a fabulous day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, just click on book your reading to audio reading with me. I use the tarot, numerology, and astrology in my readings, and I combine all three. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. I'm going to keep you guys posted in terms of what's happening here. I'm just getting settled in, and I'm just kind of figuring things out, what I'm going to be doing. So I'll keep you posted as I go. Wish me luck. It's going great so far, so that's good news. Yeah, I'll keep you posted and I'll speak to you tomorrow. All the best.